either parchment or natural mbuni or mbuni coffees. We will weigh that coffee, and after weighing a sample, probably a 500-gram sample, we will go right to the roasting, to the hulling. Hulling is the art of the removal of the outer cover, either the black for the mbuni or the parchment. That is what we'll get to weigh later for the clean coffee, so that we are able now to calculate the moisture, the milling loss, and we use the moisture meter to test the moisture content of that coffee. We normally say that good coffee should be between 10.5% moisture content to 11% moisture content. This is an apparatus that we use to test, because you cannot just tell the moisture of that coffee by maybe by biting, as people will do, but some will use the roast method to be able to see. But we normally say that the moisture analyzer, you have the moisture, you have the machine or the moisture analyzer, you pour coffee in the moisture analyzer, then you tighten the top, yeah, you press test or you press on, then you wait for your apparatus now to analyze the moisture of that coffee, and by the end of the day, now the moisture analyzer will give you now the moisture content of your coffee, either parchment, either mbuni, in a more technical manner. From there, when we have the green coffee, we normally do the so-called screening or the grading. In the sample, we have apparatus that are called the sample screens, which we normally use now to get the green coffee grades, which you normally have in coffee. We have AA, we have AB, we have PB, we have C grade, we have T grade. Now the smaller the grade, now the more it will go down, and every grade holds coffee according to its size. Shape, it's because of the pea berry. The pea berry that we normally have, we normally say that coffee it's round. So the screen that we normally use for the pea berry, we say it is a slotted grade screen. We remember in the sample room, we are doing the analysis. The green coffee bean, it's normally analyzed. We will look at the size of that bean. We will look at the color of that bean. We will look at other defects that are in that bean. Suppose now the farmer has done over fermentation. You will get sours. If the farmer harvests overripe cherry, you will have foxes. Those are some of the defects that we normally look into that coffee. After doing the green analysis, seeing the color of that bean, seeing the size of that bean, seeing the defects of that bean, you end up giving a quality segment. And here is where now we say we are classifying the coffee. The clean bean now, it's now taken to another machine that is now called the roaster. The roaster, it's the one now which will transform the green coffee or the clean coffee, change the color that we normally have for the roast bean, that is the brown color, bringing out the characteristics of that coffee. We have the minerals that are in that coffee, and that's where we say our coffee is caramel, our coffee is fruity, our coffee is depending on what now the machine has done. We also do the analysis for that coffee, and we get the roast analysis. We look at the center cut of that coffee. How is that center cut? The roast type. How have we roasted that coffee? And now other defects, like we do say pales. Yeah, pales, they are the white ones in the coffee, or the whitish. And with that, we'd also be able now to classify our coffee and say, how is our roast class? We have now to grind this coffee. We have to brew this coffee, and by grinding, we use a machine that is called a grinder. We use a grinder, and a very good example, this is our grinder here. It's by crushing the roast beans that we have here. From the grinding, we normally say we have a medium grind. Another medium grades we use think they are ceramic glass. We say they are glass ceramic. From that point, we boil water. We use electric kettles to boil water. Remember, you have to have your water at 100 degrees Celsius. The liquor now, we normally give another art of cupping. What we do, you immerse your spoon in that cup, in the rinsing water, so that you get anything that was on that spoon clean. And then you scoop your coffee by use of the spoon, and then you slap. That's now what is now called slapping. You pull the coffee hard at the mouth, and you'll be able now to tell. You can see I have two cups, another one. With that, I'll be able now to tell what's the quality of this coffee by telling the acidity of this coffee. Is it medium? Is it light medium? This is a Kenyan classification. Is it medium? Is it light medium? Is it even lacking, or is it light? Then you tell the body of that coffee, is it a full bodied? Is it a light medium? Is it also medium bodied? Is it fermented? Is it now the other positive, as I mentioned? Is it vanilla? Is it chocolate? Is it strawberry? Is it nutty? Is it creamy? Those are the positive. But we also have the negative aspects of the coffee in the cup. Now that's what is called cupping. We normally use about 2 cups so that one may be able now to calibrate the other. Yeah, one may be weak, one may be strong, so that you get a balance from that coffee.